Never thirsty. Never thirsty.
Speaking of international rappers, I want to just bring up a group that like I don't know too much about, but I know they're super popular and I have checked out some of their videos and stuff. This group called BTS. Obviously, we all know BTS.
Yeah,
it's like a group of like 20 guys that like sing and dance. But there's like 9 rappers in that group. Like literally, there's like 11 guys and 9 of them rap.
Yeah,
it's
crazy. Insane. And I mean, the funny part about the Korean pop music, K-pop scene, I've got some records that have been #1s in Japan and stuff. And they always have that bad boy. Basically, they took whatever, like they had early 90s boy bands, basically came from those, not what was it?
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids which was basically a ripoff of New Edition.
Which was a ripoff of the Jackson 5.
Yeah. So, but anyway, they took that formula. They always had that bad boy. But the Koreans, they just took it up to 11. They were like, okay, boy bands. 5 people. We need to go. Let's cover all the bases. And then what they're also doing is that they'll be like, okay, 5. You guys tour South, East Asia. You guys do Japan. You guys go to the States. So it's like a and they take those talented kids. They put them in an apartment block and they start teaching them. And they fly guys from LA to teach them how to rap. And they teach them how to, and they make the beat. A lot of the beats are made in LA actually for the Asian pop groups as well. And it's like you wouldn't even guess what kind of really credible people are involved on some of those records. And the funny part is that you send the demos in English, and it might be whatever song, and they will take it. They will take your flow. They will take your the intonation, but they'll do it in Korean. But then they will put a few English words that are just the simple English words like baby, hello, yeah, and then they will like splice back. It will not have anything to do with whatever the original lyric was. It has no, context.
Oh, so the translation is not even accurate.
Not even close. It's just like I remember we had a song called Speedball, and it went, I was about like something like hot and cold and all kinds of those kind of analogies, and then it was like boy, girl, hello, everybody, or something like that. It was just like not even in the ballpark, but it is a funny scene, and I love that because a lot of times you're like, oh, it's actually pretty good, and you're like, oh, if you knew, there's like really credible producers behind some of those, because those records,
I mean,
the money is good.
If you think about artists that were foreign language, and we'll just say foreign language because we're here in the United States and Canada here, and so people who are performing not in English, let's just say.
Yeah.
Very short list of people who have had success with non-English songs. It's obviously getting way better now in the last couple of years, especially for Latin artists.
But Korean, the K-pop is crazy.
And that's what I was going to say. I was going to get to that. So, I think back to my childhood, and I can think of like 99 Red Balloons was like in German, like on MTV. I can think of a few other kind of, you can count on one hand. But now, when watching BTS specifically, these guys now they're doing it in English. It's like, so it's like pretty remarkable, actually, to have a song go big where the 99% of the American listening audience doesn't understand a word you're saying is pretty incredible. BTS is it's insane. The guy who did like the Gangnam Style, that guy. Yeah, I mean, that song was a huge hit. Nobody knew.
That's social media.
Yeah,
for you right there.
Yeah, but
it's unbelievable. Like when I had the first cuts, like when I actually moved to LA in 2010 or something. Some of the first cuts I had were with like some Asian pop groups, and I was like, okay, they were like talking, yeah, we're gonna come to the States, we're gonna show everybody, it's gonna be it's already bubbling under. Like, yeah, whatever. I as if, but it's insane. The young audience, like they would take, and because some of those, because they will have those kind of cool, kind of crossing over the States kind of vibe, but the main stuff that's really big in the pop boy band, girl band scene there, that is crazy. It's like, okay, here's some cocaine, here's some sugar, put it all in your mouth, and then put some Euro techno on it and go nuts. It's like you cannot like enjoy it until you're very high on some uppers because it's insane. But these kids, they're naturally on that sugar high, I guess. I don't know, but I guess it makes me sound old and feel old too, because it's like, oh man, I'm just not understanding it.
If you go to like if you've ever been to a theme park, you know, like a Six Flags or Disney, and you go and you see like they have like a show at like the Goofy Pavilion or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all these people kind of singing and dancing on the stage. Like that's what I see when I watch these acts. Like it's 11 guys and they're dancing and it's like a whole spectacle
like that. That's
like
how
the
they was
river,
dancing.
that's how they dance. But it's like
Okay.
the river dance, or like it's like they're doing. It's like when American Idol used to have like all the cast members are out singing and dancing, and it's like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
except they're rapping. And
now they're also doing the raps, and then you'll have like that rap part of the 20-member band are gonna do the raps, and then you have your cute, nice guys, and then you have the really good dancers, and they always have that structure. You have that pool.
But there's all like characters and personalities. It's like that guy's the bad guy. That's the really bad guy. That's the slightly less bad guy.
Medium bad, like okay, it's not too bad, but still also raps. You know.
Never thirsty. Never thirsty.